Hi everyone, it's Donna here, and I am here today with a newest journal that I just finished creating. Um, this journal is made from a book, a vintage book. I'm not quite sure what the year of it was. The book I purchased when I was in Ireland this past March at an antique store. I love the cover of it. I'll show you that in a minute. Um, this journal I am naming Shannon. Thought that sounded like a Irish name to me. Um, she has 92 pages and she is 4 and a little over 1/2 inches wide by 7.5 inches tall. I didn't measure the spine. Spine is about 1 3/4 inches, somewhere around there. She has a topper. I didn't want to cover the book. The topper is just a collage on corrugated, I don't know if you can even see any of it, on corrugated cardstock, cardboard packaging, and just a collage of papers and linens and some hand stitching. And these are mother of pearl buttons, but I flipped them over. I like the vintage look of the back side of them. They come like this, but I like the back side better because they look more vintage. A lot of them do. Yeah, this one. And there's the front side. Front side is beautiful, and I use the front side sometimes. But for this one, I wanted the back side. A little crochet flower with a little embellishment in the center, just ruffled fabric and some little doily pieces peeking out, some lace peeking out. And this is removable. I covered the back with some canvas, some coffee dyed canvas, and the tie is just some coffee dyed muslin. And then this is the cover of it. The corners were a little bit soft, so I put some corner protectors on all 4 corners. And the book is called Tom Brown School Days, and there's the image on the front. So let's take a look inside. The inside was plain, and I covered it with this beautiful paper that I have. It came out of a book on how to make these kind of designs with ink. I reinforced the inside with some bookbinding tape and some fabric, so it's nice and sturdy on the spine. Some Edith Holden pages. Here is my note from the bookmaker on what a junk journal or a journal is about and how you can use it. This is a page from a French school vocabulary book. I have a rusty paper clip with a collage tag, and this was made from a single page from a 1902 farm journal that I folded up, and it was just the right size for a tag, and I just gessoed the back so you can actually see some of the advertising through the gesso. I'm thinking I'm going to do a not necessarily a tutorial, but I want to make some more of these and some other tags that I've been making lately. I might do a video showing, just a craft with me video on making some more of those. Just a little book from, I think this was from the 1920s or 30s. And then some parchment paper that's been coffee dyed, and I just did a little collage on here. You can journal on both sides. page from a vintage German book with the beautiful Gothic font. I had this specialty paper in my stash for years, and I hadn't been using it, and it comes white, and I coffee dyed it, and I just love it. It's very textural. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. And inside the first signature, there's 3 signatures in this journal. There's an envelope, and inside the envelope is a war ration book, an original ration book that I had in my stash from 1942. Still has some of the ration tickets on it. And then an original letter, typewritten letter from 1924. So those are original bits of ephemera from my stash. And this is a image from Bontic Vintage Design. I used some digitals from, I think, 3 different Etsy sellers, and I'll put the links down below to their shops. That's the back side of that beautiful paper. This is a fold out. I believe the idea for this came from Ruby and Pearl, I think. If I remember, if I can look up that video, I'll mention it, but I'm pretty sure it was Ruby and Pearl. And then inside you can journal, and then this is just a scan of some of my vintage documents that I have in my stash, and then a tag on the inside. This is another one from the Farm Journal that's gessoed on the back and collaged on the front. That just tucks into the, kind of makes a pocket. Oops. It makes a pocket when it's folded. And then this is a original photograph of Marvin, whoever that is, a found relative. And back side of the parchment paper, and this also folds out with some collage on it. This is just a die cut. I've been playing with my die cuts lately and figuring out what I can do with them. This one I just wrapped around the page. I saw Odusina do this in one of her latest journals. Like, oh, that's a great idea. So it just adds a little decoration. Ruffle here. This is one of my collages. No? Okay. And this is the other one that I want to do a craft with me on. I'll probably do them both in the same video on how I make these. I've been addicted to making these lately. When I'm between journals, I often don't know how to start the next one, so I just make decorations, tags and tuck spots and things like that. Just a page from my book, one of my flower books with a little collage on it. And on the back side is another page from one of the Audubon books that I have. And then this is a page from, original page from one of my 1700s books that I have. Just some lace on here. Another collaged tag. Just a big image from one of my botanical books with some collage over the top of it. And at the top is a bow with sari silk and a little wooden charm. And upper tuck with a little bit of stitching on it. And this is an image from Cheryl Francis art. I just love her artwork. And some lace at the bottom of that. I didn't want to hide all of the bird, so I tried to do a narrow one. And then this is an original calling card from the late 1800s. The back side of this page, I just gessoed the top part where the text was, and then put some stain over the top of the gesso to kind of darken it up a little bit, so you can write up there. And then another tuck spot here with some hand stitching. And in it is one of my pretty ladies. And then I'm not sure what these were. I think I got these from Patty Lang. And I think she said they were, I don't know, like the tags on cows. I don't know. That seems kind of odd that it would be paper, although it's very sturdy paper. Page from one of my flower books. There's a fabric flip. You can journal underneath. It's coffee dyed with stencils, and there's several different laces on here with a little. Now there's the front side of one of the mother of pearl buttons. And this one, and a rusty safety pin, and some slow stitching at the top. This is just a page from with some Quaker lace, beautiful Quaker lace. I love Quaker lace. Then more the parchment paper pullouts with collage. This is a book page envelope with collage on the front and on the back, and then inside are just little bits of ephemera, some stamps, some tickets, some little bits of ephemera that you can use to decorate the journal with. There's another stamp in there. And that's just held on with one of these tiny paper clips. These things are tiny, but boy, they are strong. Here's a tuck spot that I collaged on. Put a little, I had these in my stash forever, these little metal embellishments. I just put one on here, and then it comes out. Here's another image from Cheryl Francis art with just some antique lace on it. And behind there is also a tuck spot. You can tuck some secret journaling back in there as also. More of the pullouts with collage on the front. And the lace. Some very antique lace along the edge here. And more lace and fabric embellishing the bottom of this page. Here's another one of my die cut pieces. Just a little bit of embellishment on cheesecloth down here. Another tuck spot that has some hand stitching on it, and in it are little bits of original ephemera, a cigarette card, and a meter reading from 1963. And again, I gessoed the top of this page so you can write on it. Just a bit of lace there. Cut out from one of the Audubon books on this music paper. Edith Holden. There's a little snippet at the top here. It's hard to see, but that's a little ticket printed on fabric, and those tickets are from Odosina Crafts. I'll put the link to her channel down there also, with a rusted safety pin holding it all together. Just a little offcut of that fancy paper, on this mushroom book, and in it is a tag that I made with a flower from my yard. Another beautiful piece of wedding dress lace. And this pocket was made from some very antique lace I have in my stash. I've been using it sparingly. I only have a little bit left. And then in it is another page from one of the 1700s French books. A bit of advertising. This is a replica advertising. And then another piece from 1897. This is a replica as well. I believe that one, the original, is in my stash. A belly band here with some more hand stitching on it, and a paper leaf. And then an original postcard of the Astor Hotel in Times Square, New York. There's nothing, I can't tell the date of that, but judging from the automobiles in the picture, probably around the 1940s, maybe. And this is on a German poetry book, again with that beautiful Gothic font. More snippets of lace. Another page from the 1970s, French book. A little crocheted butterfly that I've made into a tuck spot with some little bits of ephemera in it. And in the center of the signature is, wherever there are strings, I just tied them in a bow, so whoever gets this can, if they wish, they can untie that. It's still secured with a double knot. They can untie it and put some beads or buttons or something on the strings if they want. It's just a page from an embroidery book. And this is an original receipt from my stash from 1860, either 3 or 5. I think it's 5. Those are originals. And over here is a original ticket for a boat in the Weir, New Hampshire, Lake Winnipesaukee. I think I've actually been there. More advertising, and a advertising card from 1913. That's an original. And some pretty antique lace, my bumpy lace that I like so much at the bottom. Just a little collage down here. I have the Tim Holtz die that cuts these flowers, and I just cut it out of burlap and put some other little flowers on top. And here's the fortune cookie that's in this journal. All of my decorated journals have a fortune in them. This is a little envelope that unfolds, and the fortune's in there. Just another snippet with some hand stitching on it. A pocket that I made from brown packaging paper, which I use a lot, and some antique lace down there, and a collage tag in it. I don't think I left, oh yeah, I did. I left the top open so you can tuck some secret stuff back there also. Just a die cut. Some more ruffled lace. It's the back side of that wedding lace. Oops. Another tuck spot that's been collaged and hand stitched. And in it, this is just a page from an encyclopedia, a reproduction. I think this came from the Graphics Fairy. I'm pretty sure that image of the two little angel girls. And this is an original cigar box label that I have in my stash, and it's embossed. I don't know if you can probably see it better on the back side. Beautiful, vibrant images. And this page just has a little bit stapled to the top. And this is the back. So this is Shannon. If Shannon is still for sale when you view this video, the purchase information will be down below in the description box. I will be doing a video this coming Saturday I'm still clearing out my inventory of linens. I'm getting to the bottom of the barrel now. So there's going to be lots of linens with some doilies, some bundles, some grab bags, some grungy. I did some grunging this last couple of weeks, so some grunging grab bags. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel to be up to date on everything that I'm showing. So thanks, and bye for now.